You're listening to The John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris. Good Wednesday to you, sir. How are you on this Wednesday?
I'm not too shabby. Plowing halfway through the week here, and I'm kind of darn excited. As you know, normally for me, Saturday night is bath night.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big night.
At the Ferris house. But today happens to be read in the bathtub day.
Oh, yeah. Now what do you do?
Well, it doesn't say it has to have water in it or anything else. You just read in the bathtub. So,
True story.
Very true.
A little something to look forward to a little later on. Hey, let's see. What else is happening here? James Dean, born this day. He was awesome. East of Eden, giant, rebel without a cause. And how old was he, John, when he got taken out in that car wreck?
I think he was like 27. He wasn't very old.
No, he was just, just a kid. And again, it's one of those things where you wonder if he would have just kept on going, what would have happened. But there you go. And I like this actor, too. Seth Green is 49 today. Didn't know a lot about him until he started playing Dr. Evil's son Scott in the Austin Power movies. Yeah. He's hilarious.
A good sense of humor. Yeah, very funny guy.
Yeah, just his reactions, his demeanor, everything. He just solid stuff. And Motley Crue frontman Vince Neil is 62 today.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Gave us Wild Side, Dr. Feelgood, Girls, 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 Shout at the Devil. But hey, how about that 1983 classic, Looks That Kill? Would you like a little taste of that?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yes.
Here we got Vince Neil and Looks That Kill. She's got the looks that kill. That kill. She's got the looks that kill. That kill. She's got the look. She's got the looks that kill. She's got the looks that kill. She's got the looks that kill.
Very nice. Just don't write them like that.
Pretty much the entire song right there.
But my question is, Dan, does she have looks that kill?
She does.
Nice.
Whoever she was, I have no idea. It was 1587. We were just toddlers. Mary, Queen of Scots, and this is how business used to get done. Mary, Queen of Scots, is beheaded. Why am I laughing? She's beheaded at some castle in England at the directive of Queen Elizabeth I, who was convinced that Mary was trying to have her whacked.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so Queen Elizabeth just went, you know what, go pick up Mary, Queen of Scots, and throw her in the guillotine. Could you do that for me, Bob? You bet. 1922, President Warren G. Harding, this is kind of fun, President Harding has the first radio installed in the White House.
Very cool.
Yeah, following day, he's caller number 7, wins general admission tickets to the Cher Farewell tour concert. And in 1993, I remember this. This was huge news. General Motors sues NBC, alleging NBC rigged 2 car-truck crashes to show that their 73 through 1987 GM pickups were prone to fires and explosions in side impact crashes. Turns out it was all garbage. NBC settled the very next day, apologized for its, quote, unscientific demonstration. And that's why when it comes to legacy media, we just can't have nice things.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Yeah, they rigged the whole thing, man, and put it out there. It's
crazy.
Like, what? There's a reason Dan Rather got axed. Of course,
for sure.
He was CBS, though. So there you go. Hey, I know, you know, we all know. We just bounce ahead here.
We will do exactly that. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for Back to the Basics in Healthcare with Balanced Life Chiropractic. And we have Dr. Harley joining us once again. How you doing, Dr. Harley?
Hey, John. I'm doing great this week. Ready for another Back to the basics in healthcare.
I'm excited to chat because this, I think, is going to be a really fun one to talk about because there's people that wonder, how did my spine get out of alignment in the first place? Because when they come in and you snap them all back and you get them all better, but how is it that it adjusts itself back out of place?
Yeah, I get that question a lot. It's like, well, how did I get these misalignments? How do I prevent them? All that kind of stuff. The biggest thing is muscles are pulling on your spine. We have all sorts of muscle attachments to our spine. Our spine's supposed to keep us upright, keep us mobile, so we need that movement. But sometimes it can get shifted and pulled too far, and that's what's causing those misalignments or the aches and pains that you start to notice.
And then you kind of overcompensate too when you're like sore over here, and then you start using this other muscle that you don't use as much. Now that one's sore too.
Right. Yeah. A lot of it comes down to like muscle memory is a big factor to that. But in chiropractic, we call it like the 3 T's. There's 3 different things that cause these misalignments: thoughts, traumas, and toxins.
Oh, wow.
So kind of breaking it down simple into 3 different categories.
So let's start with thoughts.
Right. And you can really narrow it all down to one thing, which is stress. But these are 3 different types of stressors.
Okay.
So thoughts are really like the emotional stress. We don't really think about how our emotional stress is really going to play a factor on our physical health.
But that's where you're like just worried about something. Just keep thinking about it and getting worried and worried and worried.
Life, work, family, finances.
Heidi could write a book on this. She's good at that. I don't do that. I quit thinking about it. I'm like, I can't fix it anyway, so I'll give it to God. He's up all night anyway.
There you go. There you go. Right. Yeah. We don't really think about how much our, just mental stress really does play a factor into our health. Well, I mean, if you think about it, stress is basically raising cortisol levels in our body, which is going to cause inflammation in our body, which can lead to various aches and pains and ailments and all sorts of things. So there's a lot of research that shows that emotional stress is the number one cause of misalignments. But the biggest thing is like we don't think about it because we're like, well, I didn't have a fall. Nothing specifically happened that caused this. But it can be the buildup of that stress over time that's leading to those problems.
So there was the thoughts. What was the next one?
Traumas. So we can break it into big and little. So big traumas like slips, falls, car accidents.
This time of year, slips.
Right.
Car accidents, sliding on ice. These are all things that happen a lot.
Sporting injuries, like the big stuff. That's the stuff we think about. But then we have the small traumas, are the everyday repetitive motions that we don't think about. How we're sitting at our desk, how we're looking at our phone, how we're watching TV, how we're sleeping. Yeah. The everyday motions.
And I suppose now a lot of people hunching down looking at their phones. That probably is more prevalent today than it was 20, 30 years ago.
You've probably heard, well, even then it was like books, magazines, even before technology, we still had it, but now it's way more prevalent because we're on our phones all the time versus when you were reading the newspaper, it was only maybe for a little bit of the day. So we call it, forward head posture, text neck, student neck, military neck. That forward head posture basically is going to cause a lot more stress in your neck and shoulders, causing tension headaches, shoulder pain, all sorts of different things like that.
And then there was trauma, and the last one was toxins.
Toxins. So the things we eat or drink and the things that are in our environment. If there's a lot of pollution, are we running to McDonald's and Starbucks? Are we drinking a 6-pack every night? Are we smoking? The things that we're putting into our body. Yeah.
So if you're putting a lot of alcohol in your body, for example.
Right. That's
again, Heidi could write a book on this. So just kidding. I'm picking on Heidi a lot.
She's gonna love listening to this one.
She's in the other room sharpening a knife right now. So, so no, this is one of those things that if you put like water through your system and you purify and cleanse things, that's better than putting things in that are not so good. So that makes a lot of sense.
Definitely, yeah. But even if you have too much of the good stuff, it can be bad. Even too much of good can be bad. But because you can actually be overhydrated, that is a thing. But obviously water is the best natural source of liquids. Making sure you're eating fresh fruits and vegetables, lean sources of protein. You make sure you're getting all your vitamins in every day. Really just being more mindful of what you're putting into your body. They always say you are what you eat, and that very much can play a factor into your health.
If somebody listening would like to learn more, how do they get a hold of you guys?
They can shoot us a message on our Facebook page at Balanced Life Chiropractic or give us a call at 605-215-1785. We'd love to chat and let you know about how we can really help you on your health journey.
Very nice. You can find them online as well. Their website, balancedlifesd.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com. BetterCreditCards.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday. Hey, let's take a minute and give a little something away because that's just cool to do. From our good friends Mike and Darren and then the team at Tire Motive, free oil change. A value up to worth like $50 if you're using like the synthetic stuff, man. So this isn't this isn't some bottom of the barrel stuff. And Jennifer, Jennifer Morrison, that's yours.
Nice.
Jennifer,
Way to go,
thanks
Jennifer.
for listening. Thanks for registering. That's all there is to that. Hey, this is kind of neat. There's a football game coming up on Sunday.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
Or is that next Sunday? Whatever, this Sunday, next
this
Sunday.
Sunday.
It is. It's the 12th. Going to be the Eagles.
Nobody's talking about it, but yeah, it's apparently a big deal.
Yeah, Eagles and the Chiefs. They're doing a little something different because they do a blowout for like the entire week leading up to the game.
Right.
So Dateline, Phoenix, where they're playing, inspired by the life-saving medical attention Damar Hamlin received on the field during a game last month. Did you see that? I did. It was crazy.
I saw clips of it.
Yeah, I didn't see it live. We don't watch sports, but
everything shut down. My goodness gracious. Pro football players doing prayer circles and stuff. It was really quite the something. Hamlin, 24-year-old Buffalo Bills defensive back, needed to be, he was basically resurrected, brought back to life in the middle of a football field.
Right.
After making a tackle against Cincinnati Bengals. It was a big deal. So what they're offering along with the usual fun and games for Super Bowl week is CPR training for absolutely anybody who shows up.
Okay.
Well, that's just different, but why not?
Yeah.
According to doing that at the actual Super Bowl this weekend?
Well, it's
probably in the week heading up to it.
It goes on all week. They have all kinds of stuff going on. According to
who's going to be at the Super Bowl in addition to the teams that you just mentioned? You know who from Sioux Falls will be there?
I have no idea.
Chris Buckley, my brother-in-law.
How do you manage that?
A whole crew from Fastenal and T.
I'm
going to see if I can chat with him before he leaves to kind of find out exactly what happened. But they won a national contest within Fastenal in T, South Dakota.
Yeah, the whole team gets to go.
Yeah, their whole crew gets to go to
we got to get
the
him on.
big game this weekend.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Yeah, he's super excited.
I'll be darned. Yeah, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, who I would not have a bowl of soup with, I just don't care for the man, said, quote, being able to deliver care in emergency situations is not just important at sporting events, but in all walks of life. And he's true, but it's a Super Bowl. They should offer like brain surgery stuff and everything. They should just do the whole thing. That's all there is to it. Hey, fix my ACL. Let's get this done here. I just thought that was a nice little add-on, kind of interesting. Young Mr. Hamlin is quite an inspiration, quite a kid. If you know anything about him, I've been following that story.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, whether or not he'll ever play again, don't know. But he's bouncing back and gives it all up to his Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and that's
I love that.
Amen.
That's pretty cool. So
Very
there you go.
cool.
Hey, that's all I got, you crazy, funky kids. I got to get the heck out of here. Have a prosperous, blessed day. I'll catch up with you in the morning.
Yes, you will. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At BetterCreditCards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Wednesday, February 8th, 2023. Equity markets went on a wild ride Tuesday following comments from Fed Chief Jerome Powell, who indicated that a deflationary period had begun, but it would be quite a while before it was fully tamed. He went on to say the committee wanted to be certain inflation was under control, which should be taken to mean higher interest rates will last well into 2024, if not longer. The takeaway for the market is that high inflation is on the way out, but the downward pressure on economic activity and the S&P 500 earnings will remain. The S&P 500 gained more than 1.25% at the high of the day Tuesday and closed above 4150, but it's not out of danger yet. The 4150 level marks the lower boundary of a zone of resistance that has yet to be broken. If the index can get above 4,300, a more sustained rally may form. If not, the index is destined to remain range-bound in 2023. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.